The mics are blood clot open. Check, check, check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
Oya, this is The Mics Are Open. What episode is this, Andy?
189.
The next one.
The next
Yes, welcome to this episode. And yes, I'm finally back.
Yeah, those who've been crying in the comment section who miss
Yes. I've been drinking your tears.
So here's the thing now, right? Like I see those comments in the
Do you delete
comments. No, I leave them. And it's like somebody writes, I miss Neville, right? It's usually a dude, but anyway. Wow.
Open space.
Safe space. There's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah.
But at least say why.
Yeah.
Honestly, like if I really
Exactly.
because we take so much feedback
Yeah.
from our audience. We love you. So like in the same way you can say the YouTube plaque isn't straight. I hope it's straight today. Guys, is it just
I love
me?
how we ignore them.
Like,
No,
guys,
me and G were very frustrated about it actually.
Yeah.
right?
I found him here.
So when you say something like I miss Neville or I miss Calvin or I miss Andy, just say
And
why.
me?
Yeah.
Like
Ashley.
Or Ashley.
Well,
Ashley.
we know why they miss Ashley.
Yeah, we know it.
They want to say, I miss Ashley in a skirt.
I know you do.
You wish.
I know you do. I was gonna wear one today, but
Oh, man. How you
But
guys
yeah.
doing? Nev, good to have you, bro. Good to have you
Yeah.
back on the pod.
Easy, man. The life's been good. I'm a TikTok star now.
Talk to me.
I've been racking up views. You've been asking
Yo.
yourself about that TikTok algo and stuff. All you need is a TikTok bestie.
Really?
Yo, once you get a
Oh, yeah,
TikTok
new brand.
bestie, you're in a different market. You know the way like we have the Kulosa remix and Oxlade is in a different market with Camilla, and same way
You
you're
did
in
not
a
just compare Camille. Oh my God.
Kulosa. But no, I'm trying to, the comparison is what I'm going for. So it's a different kind of world, but I'm loving it.
So
So,
you're like, are we serious?
yeah, I should. Yeah, I'm gonna be called on like TikTok meetings, yo.
come on.
TikTok meetups, call me, yo.
I love it.
Yeah, but I'm missing meet and greets and
I
everything,
keep on
but
telling
nah.
you, like every moment that I try to do something on TikTok, I just find the return so diminishing.
Yo, I saw your flex video for Arsenal. Yo, that was going
And
mad.
the
And the
car.
car.
How I look at my car, that was good.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was
Jumping onto the trends. keep on
Almost
doing
made it. You almost pulled an Ombachi and trended. Almost. Almost. We see you, G, putting in the work.
Yeah.
You changed. But
The Arsenal one did well.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
did
but
That,
really
was, that
well.
wasn't me. That was Paul who did that. Paul, our
Yeah, on the
TikTok guy.
lockdown, that was
Yeah,
mad.
yeah.
It's just the vibe guys feed into, it's
Yeah.
different things. You can't really pinpoint it because sometimes I've put out content on social media and I'm like, this is the one that is gonna, millions.
Nope.
And then
Bro.
it's never the one.
never the one.
Guys don't even comment.
This is what I said to you like a few weeks ago. How I put my heart and soul, got a cameraman, man come to the event, man filmed the reel. I
look
said,
nice.
Take out this part, put in this music. We're gonna go platinum.
Another one. Selling DJ Khaled.
95 views.
Oh no. Oh no.
I felt so bad. I spent 5 hours editing it.
They don't respect you out here, G.
Sometimes you just gotta put the work in and not even care about it.
But then
That's
the thing
true.
is, like, I put the one of my vacuum cleaner. And my
And that's the
vacuum,
one that
my
goes
What's crazy? That's what I said. The one you
random
least
ones.
expect.
It's the one that's gonna
vacuum
blow up.
cleaner, 10,000.
It's the random ones.
What's going
bro.
on?
They don't even love you like that. It's your
Imagine.
vacuum cleaner that they love like that.
Oh man! So, but good to have you back.
Yeah, thank you. I've
you
missed
know,
you guys.
How's work? How's everything? Because I feel like
Everything is good.
we're usually recording when you're on air, and then
Oh,
by
yeah.
the time we
Turn it down, yeah.
it's going
Because
on.
I meet a lot of people. Like recently, I had an interview. I was telling Andy about it when this CEO walked in for the interview. The first thing is like, yo, you're not on the pod. Like, what's your problem? Like, do I need to send you money? Like, I was like, just send the money. And now I'm here, so never know if I got paid. But yes, so to me, the impact, even I was telling Andy, like, guys recognize your podcast work before your radio work. Yeah. So the radio work has been good. Life at Trace has been easy. And, when I say easy, I mean like good. Like, it's there's no
stress.
Yeah, because the media industry right now is going through...
Ups and downs, bro.
Yeah, we don't want to get into that. But talking about the industry, guys, there's something we've missed. Have we attended the Nairobi festival at Uhuru Park?
For content.
Yeah, I was there.
You went on the boats and everything.
I went on the
Austin,
boats.
how is it? Is there like an? I hear it's 100 bob
Entry.
adults, 50 bob.
Oh, you went, huh? I didn't
It's a good
see
time. Did you?
You paid 50 bob?
Oh, so you didn't. Okay. It was for work.
All right, let's call a spade a spade.
Yeah.
Anybody on this is the south side of Uhuru Highway. That's the same side of. So you see, like Nairobi.
Have I ever heard of it like that? South
Okay,
side.
so let me explain. If you go towards the airport, you're going east.
Yes.
If you're going away from the airport, you're going west, right? So that means upside down. That means that side is the south side. So from Langata, all that side, Kilimani, that's the south side of Uhuru Highway. This is the north side. So you see like the northern bypass is on this side, right?
Okay.
So anyone from the south side, as in the uptown side of Uhuru, they're not going to the festival.
I don't think so.
The only people from that side who are going to the festival are the suppliers.
And guys who are working, actually.
Yeah, guys who are working.
Who did the
Like,
event
The other
or
one's in
whatever.
Qatar.
And that's no slight on. I think the festival is an amazing idea.
A good idea, definitely.
I mean, at the end of the day,
Brilliant.
like if you were in a position to shut down the bars and then have a festival, I'd do the same thing.
I love it.
I'm joking, Sakata. But let me ask you, are they selling alcohol over at the festival? Can you buy it?
I don't think so. Are
they?
they?
Is there any alcohol? There's no alcohol, huh?
Kuna kamnyweso.
Come eso.
And what time is it finish early or what time is it finish?
Like on Monday,
9.
9 p.m.
Okay.
Okay.
So
highlights and then
Do they have a big screen for football?
yeah,
A big screen for football. Guys, we need to go. When does it finish?
it finishes on the 17th.
17th.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's-
Friday, Saturday.
Guys, we need to go to the Nairobi Festival.
Can we make a point to actually?
Tomorrow?
Yeah, let's do it.
Right. Us
'Cause-
guys, at this time of recording, we're going to the Nairobi Festival
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we are going tomorrow. Yeah, so
Are you coming?
yes, vibe of the city.
Yes.
I'm a vibe. Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Wow.
And I feel like they've really like encompassed. I've been watching stories from guys who are working on ground, and they've kind of like encompassed everything, like fashion,
yeah.
Okay.
music,
ICT, technology.
Yeah,
Yeah,
You know, we can't knock it if we don't go.
True.
We have to. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
yeah.
go check it out.
And this is at least it's like the benchmark they've placed it. So next year
Will be
we should be looking forward to like Drake coming through
I
and
mean,
performing.
Yep.
I've seen
Yeah.
the
And
stage.
also getting the government money.
I love
too.
the ambition. The boy. Call the boy.
I've seen the big stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I drive past on the expressway.
It's looking nice.
Are you looking okay? That's
G-Money Buana.
on the expressway. Oh,
Festival.
But yeah, I see people over there when I'm going back and forward. So yeah, I'm gonna make the point tomorrow of going. 'Cause I think
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's good that we have something that celebrates the energy and celebrates the culture of Nairobi.
Nairobi culture, yeah.
I keep on telling people, Nairobi is one of the best cities in Africa. I know that when you live here, you're like, what are you talking about? But once you go start going around these African capitals, you come back, you're like,
realize
I'm gonna tell you, Nairobi is one of the dopest places in Africa, man.
Facts.
Facts, man.
Facts,
Okay.
man.
Yeah, so hopefully even next year as they open up and it becomes a bigger festival, podcast could also,
Yeah,
be in the
exactly.
forefront.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
So it's a
'Cause
good
actually,
idea.
Kenya is one of the biggest markets for podcasts as well.
True.
Exactly.
Do you know what I
So
mean?
let me ask you guys this. Also talking about big markets. Kenya is also a big market for festivals and events. How are you guys feeling about the events?
Scene right now.
Yeah, like
Fam,
It's so
is
saturated.
it enticing?
it's the most low-key Christmas event-wise I've ever seen. And there are events, I don't know if it's me, but I feel like either the organizers have gotten lazy or they're not spending as much on their marketing budget or they just assume that people are going to come out. But I've not felt it. Like, if you remember a few years ago, there was events where I think even Burner came 1 December for that radio station. And it's like, I don't feel. I feel zero FOMO.
Yeah.
anything.
And I think maybe because the bars have been dialed down a bit, because even like when you drive around the Kilimanis and Kileleshwaras and Lavingtons, like it's quiet at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's
wild.
quiet. So I don't know, because I
Are you
mean,
liking it?
how it's quiet.
Yeah.
Man, they
you
closed the
prefer?
wines and spirits next to my house.
G-Money.
Like, damn.
Fam,
love
there was a wine and spirit right next to my building, man. Those guys used to make
You're playing your
noise.
mixes.
They were actually.
Lockdown, mad.
Yeah, so on my balcony, you know, you go on the balcony. So from my balcony, you can see State House. Yeah, we were waiting for Ryla, but hey,
Here we are.
here we
For
are.
Raila.
So from my balcony, there's like State House. There's some schools, and the wines and spirits was the only lively part of the place. So there's been like, and so when I go over there now, because even like when my niece and nephew were here, they throw the ball off the balcony, have to go down, it drops in the wines and spirits, I buy a little bottle while I go to get the ball. You know what I'm trying to see, I'm trying to say? Hey, G-Money! You know, they've closed the wines and spirits.
Oh, no.
So now, even when I'm on the balcony, bro, it's quiet. There's no life.
That's what you all wanted.
Yo,
though.
even when you're
Y'all?
moving, no, not y'all. Even when you're moving, like driving in the middle of the night, you're just like, damn, is that something? You know how like when zombie apocalypses or some shit happens, the whole place clears. You're literally like the only car in the whole
Bro,
place.
I
Like a
drove-
ghost town.
Creepy.
I drove past bar next door, man. And you know, usually when you drive past bar next door, like before all of this stuff, right? Now, I didn't necessarily want to go in, but you don't really slow down at the entrance.
You're
You look-
like,
maybe.
There's some
want
life.
someone or a car.
You can't even slow down because there's no traffic. Like,
You have to move, yeah. You
Yeah,
can decide
man.
if you're going in or not.
Crazy.
so the thing is, it's like I understand. I understand it all, and I understand the residential area stuff. And we said like last week on the pod, I just think that the people who own these spots have to work in conjunction with the neighborhoods. And at the end of the day, if it means the music is lowered at 10 o'clock, so be it. But it doesn't mean that
The whole
that you
bar
can't-
shuts down.
The whole bar shuts down.
Yeah.
Because like you could turn the music down so that that everybody's happy, you know? Because I know somebody was telling me how some bar owner I know, yes, it was, I won't tell you the bar, but it's a bar on Gong Road, right? Told me they invited the guys who live around.
Oh, wow.
So they invited, went and leafleted all these guys came, they had nyama, they had this, they had alcohol. And they said, we want you to tell us
Yeah.
when it's too loud.
Yeah.
You know? And I actually played there a few weeks ago, and there was no issues. There were no cops.
Nice, that's
There
dope.
was nothing. So I think you have to just engage with guys.
Understanding, yeah.
You can't, it's a fight you can't win.
Yeah.
Because if I spend my 15, 20 million on an apartment here, and I can't get into my parking because of your bar, I'm going to have a problem.
Of course.
Yeah.
But
It's
if
valid.
If you talk to me about mitigating and how we can mitigate this, and I'll say I'll turn it down so that the kids that you've put in boarding school are okay. But yeah, anyway, it's gonna be. It feels like a very muted
Yeah.
December.
True.
Same here.
It doesn't have the psyche it usually
I
has.
remember a few, like while growing up, there used to be this gospel events on 31st, you know, to...
Walking at
yes.
Yeah,
TSO,
they used to
totally
be,
sold out.
the hype used to be crazy.
Yeah.
Like, by now, even you're wondering, damn, do I need to get a ticket? You know, even though you know you're not going. So, while we were growing up, it used to be such a big thing that, 31st is an outdoor activity. I'm never in the house. But right now, I'm like, okay, in the house, not looking too bad, you know? Yeah, or like a private gathering kind of
Whoa,
thing.
I was in Karen the other day, and my neighbor, shout out to my neighbors who used to be my neighbors here. They invited me to their new house in Karen, beautiful house. And you know what these guys have done? They've built an entertainment area,
Nice.
which they can hire out.
Yeah.
So how did they've designed it? Because the woman is very, very entrepreneurial. She's like she's like, Conrad, listen, if you want to have a private function, you come, you take this bit. There's a bar, there's a kitchen, there's a deck where you can like
Set up.
And the way how the house is designed, they close their doors.
Nice.
It's so distant from, and I thought, this is the flex.
Yeah.
This is like,
That's
for
the
my
flex.
next birthday,
Yeah.
I get a chef, I invite my little 50 people.
Yeah.
We go there, we hire that place, we have a DJ, we have DJs, whatever.
Yeah.
And we have our own little
Good vibe.
And you're good.
because I think that's where we are right now.
Yeah.
Yes.
And in a kind of way, if you want to party, see, you go to Milan, you go to Mercury,
True.
you go somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know? So
That's
yeah,
true.
it's one of them ones, man. Very interesting. You know?
Wild.
Let me ask you guys something, and I'd love to hear Ashley's perspective on this. We always talk about babes saving guys' names with emojis, right? But what about guys saving babes' names with emojis? First of all, I'd like to know if guys in the room do that.
No?
No, I think go on. You go first.
Has it gotten you in shit before?
No, because I was having a very interesting conversation with Nev on the way here. And to me, if anyone saves your name with an emoji, that's very sentimental, you know, or not maybe too sentimental, but there's some level of, you know, this
Personal.
person is more dear to me than maybe everybody
For
else on my phone book. You
Nah,
know, because
nah.
you don't just save everyone with an emoji.
I agree.
But okay, I think it also depends because none of y'all niggas got emojis here. I mean,
Oh,
all
for
of
real?
you're special to me, but none of y'all got emojis. Every single person who's put an emoji who is saved on my phone and has an emoji have saved their names.
Okay.
That's crazy.
So I'm let me weigh
Yours
on
phone
this.
book is that boring?
Let me
For
ask you.
me, the pictures are popping.
Let me ask you though.
Call me boo.
So you have women, you have people saved in your phone with emojis.
yeah,
You got a
special.
little peach there. You got a little, you know.
Couldn't have been in my contact. but
No,
yeah,
I don't use
different
emojis.
people.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, like for my mom, she has like 3 purple hearts.
Hearts?
You know,
Oh.
yeah, you know.
get
And
that.
then like for Nimrat, you see, she has
Little
sunglasses kind of vibe. And then if I continue scrolling, it's gonna be bad. But yeah, like so for certain people, like I meet beautiful people, and if we interact well, you get a
let
good
me ask
emoji.
So let me ask you.
That's
Yeah,
about
you're
behavior,
saying
you
when
just
you
might get an
sport.
emoji.
So I have to ask.
Yeah.
I have to ask. Does anybody in this room have an emoji next to the name in your phone?
Pull out our contact.
Damn, I don't think so. Ashley,
Damn.
maybe. Nah, Ashley lilitoa yako. Let me
Ali
misbehave.
misbehave.
Tutaongea off mic. Tutaongea off mic.
Oh, so if you misbehave.
Hey, the emoji.
That's
Nah.
how you know there's beef. When the emoji is removed, now it's beef, bro. Now it's
Even
beef.
touch me up.
Ashley, but yeah, so some contacts do, and as Andy has said, it has gotten me in trouble where, you know, if you get a phone call and there's someone else in the room and they see maybe
The
a
hearts.
female's name, you know, it has maybe
The
like,
hearts.
you know, a purple, you know, a heart.
So I mean, I want to ask,
peach,
like,
yeah, ziko tatu.
if you had to give everyone sitting here an emoji, what would you give them?
Damn, yours, of course, a panda. That one is clear. That one is clear. And then Ashley.
Well played.
Hey,
Yeah.
Ashley, how many
safe.
peaches do you want? How many
One for
peaches
every
do you want?
circle.
Hey. Yeah, yako zitakuwa zimejaa. Yeah, but yeah, for of course Ashley the peaches. Andy, you know.
I know.
Yeah, you know. There's like a, if you go to your emojis well, there's like a leaf there. It's like a Canadian kind of leaf. Yeah, you can find it there.
Got a
man.
little skank in it.
It's a little nice. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, so
it's a four-leaf
something-
clover. It means good luck.
Yeah, good luck always, vibes and then whatnot. Yeah. So it does get you in trouble from time to time, but it's because sometimes you want to differentiate because I know when I want to go to my phone, or if Andy is calling me, of course, I'm going to answer. But if someone else, you know, is calling me, but if you have an emoji, I'm like, oh, okay. There's like a preference. You're on a list somewhere, on a private list.
I hate
Very
emojis.
interesting.
Same.
For real,
I
why?
hate emoji. Like, let me tell you. So, let me change the character of
Really,
the story,
Tim.
right? So there's someone who I know who shall remain nameless, right? Who was in some kind of situationship, right? And the conversations used to be so So
There's banter. The banter
Yeah.
is
the
bantering.
Banter,
banter is
yeah, the
there.
bantering.
The banter is bantering. The banter is bantering, right?
Yeah.
And then over the course of the bantering, it started to filter down to emojis. So like you'd say something like XYZ, XYZ, and then you get like an emoji, an emoji explanation.
emoji.
Yeah.
And then get to the point like, what the fuck does this emoji even mean?
Yeah.
And then so I feel that like emojis sometimes replace conversation. Like for example, and I do it because like for example, sometimes suppose you message me on IG.
Yeah.
Sometimes I might put a heart next to the message, but what I mean is I've seen it and it's
Yes,
dope.
I
Yeah.
acknowledge.
You get me?
Yeah.
I acknowledge it. I
Acknowledge,
don't. I'm not. It's not a conversation. But then sometimes you see, you might acknowledge it with an emoji, and then the person goes on, and then you acknowledge it with another emoji.
They're not
they're
getting
not
the
getting the
point.
It's like you're not getting the point. Like I don't actually want to talk.
Yo, the best thing right now for me is like reactions. You know, sometimes someone
Yeah.
might send a message, even
Yes.
you know, just give it a thumbs up, especially in like a work group.
Yeah.
Someone is there bantering.
I love
You're like,
that.
thumbs up, 100, fire. No, there are those ones on the regular that you have to use.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for me, sometimes even emojis is like my scene. You know, you like Instagram when someone opens your message and you're just left on scene. So sometimes you might just be like, okay, fine, you're bantering me, but here is a smiley face.
Wow,
I
this
get
is
the
what I
message, yeah.
Facts. Let's
You
move
know,
on.
it just depends, spicing up the message.
Wait, let me
It's
ask.
like having someone who texts you without like sending you gifs and what. It's like a boring
Oh, I
text.
love GIFs. Oh my
There's no,
goodness.
there's no.
There's no, yeah, like
There's no flavor.
okay, text him to
Yeah.
you want at least a video, you know, anakutumia ka.
Hey,
How are your conversations, guys? You know,
Mbaya,
you're
but
there
yeah.
kidogo, they tell you know, snacks, alcohol, and massage. You know, send it good banter. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
By
so
the way, though, that whole conversation took a life of its own.
yeah, it did.
Yeah.
very nice.
It's become the new running thing in
Snacks.
the 254
Snacks,
right
alcohol,
now.
and massage.
Snacks and grab. Alcohol and massage.
Massage.
Yeah, but that
Yeah.
guy's budget was the guy who did that thing with the budget.
I love
Yeah.
it.
There was
Was
so many.
crazy.
Like, as a financial analyst myself, there was so many loops in that budget.
But he's for real. Because
Yeah.
he's like, yo, you're earning 2,000 every month and you want to enjoy life.
Nah.
And he'll break it down for you how you can actually enjoy life with that 2,000 bob, bro.
Yeah, but the thing is though, it's like, you know, they say if the money you have can't solve your problems,
a drink.
eat that money.
Might as well.
I like the fact that we're in the money conversation. I don't know if this headline passed you guys TL, but there's a study that reveals that couples that bank together stay together. That sounds like when you pray together, you
Stay
stay together.
together?
Well, if you pay together,
You stay together. So study reveals couples that bank together stay together longer. A university in Colorado did a study and they found out that 62% of couples who had joint bank accounts also spent money in the same way, stayed longer together, and many years in marriage.
who wants to take this one?
Inemoto.
The one who's been married before should take it.
Okay, so we can let's break this down. Huh?
Yeah.
First of all, women don't play fair in that regard. Because you'll have your joint account, but just know she's going to have her own account.
And also your money is her money.
Yes, right? First, that's the first thing. Secondly, men are very, very singular in terms of the way we think. So the thing about it is, if you speak to most guys in this room, right? I bet you probably have one, at most two bank accounts. I mean, how many bank accounts do you have? You have one? We have two? Two?
Two.
Two? Two?
Two.
Right. Let me tell you, women,
How many do you
married
have?
women can have
How many
five,
do you have?
6, 7. Me.
Yeah.
Look
Yeah,
at
married
you,
women can have 5, 6. Yeah. Continue, G.
Okay,
calculating
I
that.
have.
Yeah.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6.
How many are offshore?
Hey.
4.
4.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why. Okay.
Savings and that.
Just another international currency.
Come on.
Yes,
Retirement
sir.
plan.
Guys, let me no. I'll be very honest with you guys.
Yeah.
I remember when that bank went down in Kenya.
Yeah, the other one. Yeah.
That time.
Yeah.
From that day there, I said to myself, I will never have my savings in this
any-
country.
yeah.
Offshore.
Oh, it's gone.
yeah.
Okay.
And the beautiful thing with technology is that, like, you know, we're such a technologically advanced state. You can pay me with my M-Pesa. You can pay me some money in M-Pesa, and within 3 seconds,
It's
gone.
gone.
it's gone. You know.
Fact.
Okay,
you're
so
telling
you're
us how
saying
our
married
80s
women.
So yeah, so the thing
yeah.
about it is like, I mean, and I give the example when my grandma passed away, we found over 20 bank accounts, bro, like 20 bank accounts. So women are much more, they are better managers of money
Yeah.
than we are.
Of course.
Like, this chick, she's doing an amazing thing in the space, Just Ivy.
Yeah.
She's really doing a lot of stuff in that space. There ain't no man out there talking about like, you know,
Facts.
this.
True.
You know, so
Yeah.
it's like, it's kind of unfair, but the problem is now, it's like when you have a joint account, see, you both can see transactions in and transactions out.
Yeah.
So it's like you're gonna be more. It's gonna be harder to be unfaithful, isn't it?
That's
it
the
builds
idea,
some
I'm
trust.
assuming.
More trust.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like you can't just swipe that hotel on that card. You have to go to the
What
ATM.
were you doing?
And you have to go to
Gotta
the
have
ATM.
separate accounts.
Yeah, you have to go to the ATM to get money. So
yeah.
my thing is, and how I would do it if I was, in that position again, I would say, okay, Sarah, you have your separate salary account, but now we have this joint pot where all our bills are paid from.
Yeah.
So, for example, it's a case of like, okay, because end of the day, we're so intertwined. Don't give me that shit about I need to see what you're doing with your money and fuck that shit. At the end of the day, we have these accounts. So every you get your salary, you put your
X amount.
X amount here.
5%, yeah.
I put my X amount here. We pay bills. Whatever's left, we can go to dinner and stuff.
Yeah.
I
But
love
me,
that.
you
Yeah.
can. There's no.
Yeah.
No.
Brings me to this
Ashley.
point.
Yani, you agree with this?
Yeah, I kind of do,
For
honestly
real?
speaking. Honestly,
Okay.
so Ven had sent something on the on the group, and it says if a man is paying for all the bills in the house plus all the trips and dates, when does he get to save money? See, you've been given a hack, guys.
On
The
the
joint
joint.
But
account.
then you see, here's the
Damn.
thing. Here's the thing. And here's
That is also not saving money because
It's gonna be
I
spent.
know it's gonna come off my salary.
At the end of the
And
day.
Listen, if you're in a relationship, right? And it's a serious and and as a man, you know if this is the one, right? I'm trying to say, like,
Okay.
in that
so I
kind.
thought. Or so I thought.
So
Andy,
yeah,
did you open a
So he
joint?
thought,
It's because you didn't open a joint account, Andy. Well, in a joint one.
let me tell you, lady, when a man commits to making a saving plan and having a woman organize a lot of, because I maintain women are so much better than we are. I always say, if it wasn't for my grandma, my granddad would be homeless. Trust me. Because that one, when he gets paid, it was just fine. And those days, man's getting paid cash.
Yeah.
So the most dangerous point was between collecting his cash
And getting home.
and getting home. You get me?
Hey, man, them around road.
never know who call.
And my man used to, I remember like he'd get paid like, because he used to work for the equivalent of KPLC in the UK. My man would get his, and I remember, because he has kids, we're waiting for this nigga. Because you best come home with chocolate on payday. What the fuck?
Something.
You know what I mean? It's like, he used to think that we were glad to see him. We weren't glad to see that
The
nigga.
goodness.
You're glad to see the full package.
Yeah, so he comes in and he has the little brown envelope and maybe he's bought us a little chocolate here, a little crisp there. We're happy with kids. Da-da-da-da. And my mom just like, take out the pay bill, the pay packet, give to grandma. Grandma just takes out his allowance, gives it back to him. yeah, that's for you. And then you know what she does?
Straight in there.
Right in the bosom.
Once it goes there, it's all coming
Right
back.
in the bosom bag.
But it's
bag.
interesting because I also see in the, not even in the entertainment scene and the sports scene only, but I see so many couples where the wives end up managing the mandem in
Right.
whatever they're
Yeah.
doing, and
Yeah.
it becomes like a business of their own.
100%.
Like she can still
Damn.
pursue her own
footballer,
interests.
those crazy footballers, Wanda
Wizkid
and
also.
Icardi.
Whiskey also,
Wizkid,
you know.
yeah.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the wife manages.
Oh,
Wiz.
really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Burner, the mom.
Yeah.
The mom,
It's really
yeah,
nice.
you see something like that. So you're onto something
yeah,
there.
so end of the day, and I'll
Can
be honest
manage
with
me.
you, like one of those ones, us guys, we're much more reckless when it comes to finances.
money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And sometimes we're reckless to the point where, like, you know, it gets to a point where we just waste so much money, it's hard to recover, you know?
But you know, you don't agree though.
No, I feel okay. Me, my only issue is when if we are not together forever, and then that joint account. Because I've ever thought about it once in a while. You know, sometimes you get lied to in your mind. You're like, for her to love me more, why won't we just open up something together?
But,
you know.
But also the thing is, and especially in this day and age where we're much more smarter, there's nothing wrong with making agreements.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people are scared of agreements, but I think agreements are very important.
True.
Yeah.
And boundaries. For example, it's like, okay, let's say that we save towards buying a house, or let's say we're saving towards the deposit for a house, or we're saving towards whatever. In the event that we go our separate ways, have that conversation. If we go separate ways, you know what? We're gonna split this money. So you're good with that? Mm-hmm. And we go through. The problem is when we go, and it's not just relationships and money. It's just generally in life. Even in business, sometimes you'll find that you're doing something, and maybe you're caught up in the moment, and you're caught up in the hubris of what you're achieving, that you don't take time to sit down and dot the I's and cross the T's. Life would be so much simpler if everybody knew where they stood at the start, or at least in the early part of any single situation, you know.
Yeah.
So I think for not just relationships but business and everything, you just have to make sure that clarity is clear. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Not like it's like, for example, at work, right? In the contract it says, oh, if you work on a holiday, you get that day back, or you get whatever, you get it.
Look at you guys.
I like.
Why did you have to take it?
But that's
Why
what
did
I'm
you have to
saying.
go
But that's
by
what I'm saying.
employers?
But then for me, I'd be like, okay, if you don't give me them back, see, when I ask for leave, don't tell me no. You see what I'm trying to say? So it's give and take. It's compromise.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So I mean, just know where you are and live that way, man.
When
Can I just say that I like when he's on the pod? Like he leads with everything, man.
That's
It feels
you
so
just sit back and
easy.
relax.
It feels so easy.
Something else that Venant dropped in the group that I thought was fun: aux plug privileges in the car. When do you revoke? Like, what songs are not allowed in your car? Like, if I jump into your car, you pass me the aux, or I'm the one who's connected onto the Bluetooth. What songs am I not supposed to play in your car? You know, that revoke those privileges. Like Andy Young, you will never get these privileges in this BMW ever again.
Fam, do you know what? I won't even lie to you. If I ever go in any of your cars, don't give me the aux.
Why?
Don't.
It's gonna be some slow, soothing R&B music.
Because what I listen to when I drive, I like, she's right. I listen to R&B. Like I
And
listen
that's
to
fine.
R&B.
High five,
Even with
honey,
people,
high five.
do you ever feel the pressure when people are in your car like, damn, I gotta turn it up now, you know?
Do you know what?
Sometimes.
No, let me
You're
tell you.
in my car.
That's a great.
No, it's because sometimes I feel pressure. I'm like, damn, now I gotta put the mix.
you?
Yeah.
Do you?
Okay.
No, but here's the thing. The thing is, it's like, it's crazy you should say that, because you know what? When I feel pressure, when people say to me, I want some mixes, and I'm like, I don't have any.
Not carrying them in my pocket.
There's not any, and like people just assume that because you work in that space, like you
always have.
you always
Yeah.
have, and I never have. Like I never, I can't tell the last time I've listened to a mix.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I don't listen. Like I just don't. I prefer just listen to songs.
You're saying too much, but you're not answering our question, Jimani.
Okay.
Which songs?
Well, if you ever came into my car and played like rock, you're
Really?
gone. Like
Walking. Ashley, you are walking.
You're
Expressway.
treading on thin ice so
Nah,
far.
man. I mean, I can go with the soft rock, the weetest shit and that. But if you come with a
Okay.
Metallic or
We're
something.
good. We're back to being friends.
Ashley,
Damn, I think you already know.
No, we don't.
just
That
let the
uns,
audience know.
that
Uns.
Okay. You
Damn.
don't like unts?
I'm not the biggest fan. Like, I don't mind listening to it when I'm in the club or if I'm at an event. But when it's like in my car or in like a private setting, I'm not. No, don't do that.
You're not about it.
Don't do that.
Wow.
It's the same way you get so vexed when I'm like playing my R&B and my
Yo,
oldies.
listen, I can listen with the R&B sour, but it gotta be limited. It's like,
Why?
you know, it's like
Let's
for me.
go so much.
It's
I think we have a problem.
What?
What?
I think there's a ghost in the studio.
Oh, for real?
So you know that there's cameras and stuff here. I just got an alert saying that
This-
someone's out there, and there's no one out there.
Are you
Is the
okay?
door? Hey, lock the door, yeah.
Santa, you're
Lock the door,
dropping
fam.
Don't
gifts.
say that.
No,
Is there someone?
Santa.
Locked.
yo, listen.
Not just
Let me
clothes.
tell you, it's 2022. Lockdown, motherfucker.
Yo, can I tell you something? Oh, okay. Whoo, Jesus. There's someone, sorry.
Someone's out there.
Can I tell you something?
Who's out there?
Oh, hey.
Oh, it's him. Okay, so you see the importance of security.
Like, so I went.
yeah, we're
let
in
me
a good
tell you
neighborhood.
My superstition. So I went to Meru Sunday, Monday. Came back yesterday. I came back Tuesday.
American.
And me and my mom asked to switch rooms because we didn't like our view. So we switched rooms, and the room I'm given is 213.
Okay.
That I'm superstitious, and they
Oh,
have this
okay.
thing about like this 13 number in hotels being like
Numerology.
very whatever.
Oh, wow.
So the lady
I
was
didn't
just
even know.
like, yeah. So the lady was just like, just focus on the 2-1, okay? Don't focus on the 3. And I'm
Wow.
just like, sis. So I was just like, has anything sus been happening there? And she's just like, no, we've never had any cases. I'm like,
Fam.
okay. I slept with all my lights on.
Let me tell
Wow.
you. Let me tell you before we come back to that conversation. The other night, I was in the house, right, and I have motion lighting in the living room. Shit, the lights came on, bro. Like it was like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, shit.
And the motion lights, like 2 of them came on, bro. And I was up. I'm like, fam, you know, I got up and closed my bedroom door,
Panic.
and locked that shit.
No, you get the fuck out of
Deal
the
with it in the
house.
morning.
I deal with it in the
Conrad,
morning, bro.
ulikuwa umeshtuka hivyo. I can imagine. Did you tiptoe out of your bed? No.
Bro,
You tiptoed out of your bed, I swear.
and the lights came on. I was like, what?
Wamenipata.
Now, black people usually stay into the air just to hear
But yeah, well, for you guys, which songs are those cable?
For me, it has to be not in a bad way, but vernacular. If it's anything vernacular.
Oh, right.
Okay, there's that one time we were all crazy about fundamentals and Kenwa
Yes,
Maria
yes,
and all that goodness. But now, yo, I'm easy with that.
Hey,
so,
your Kamba babes are not doing it for you,
yeah,
man.
Kamba babes, man, representing another way. You know what we do. So for me, it has to be the vernacular thing. Andy, for you, who's getting revoked from the Oaks?
Siko ubaya, manze, and I might be cutting out a big niche, man.
Andy, if you say it, ole wako. Anyway, go on.
It's fine.
Yes.
I'll bear the consequences, and I have nothing against the genre.
Oh.
Like in bongo, manze.
Oh, wow.
I love bongo. I love the culture and everything.
Oh, yes, you
but-
do.
Hey,
And so much
Maimuna
more.
pale
Maimuna
Zainabu.
so much more. Zainabu, you know, but in the car, maybe not.
No,
Yeah.
you know what? Can I make a confession about bongo?
Yeah, you're
Like,
loving
so
it.
for those people who know me a long time, like Austin.
Yeah.
No, Austin.
Day ones.
Like day ones, right? When I came, first of all, they called me the bongo killer. So you know, I came in the era of Mac Muga and
Cinderella,
Those are the ones.
Violet is bad news.
I know. That one gets you in trouble. Hey, Vaileti. Bana, hey, Vaileti.
That was the era.
Vaileti, I'm moving my waist.
Not never the wayside.
You know, a lot of these ones that they had names of, like there was Anita, there was like,
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Cinderella.
so that there, but I used to hate it back then. So whenever they used to come on the radio, I used to flush it. So they called me the bongo killer.
I love it.
So basically now, fast forward to 20 when bongo came back. Of
course. Yeah, the
with,
resurgence of
with
bongo.
Diamond and all those guys, the
And
new
Alikiba
bongo,
them.
right?
Yeah.
Fam, there's a bongo song that I'm embarrassed to say
Oh,
that I
wow.
love.
Let's hear it.
Don't
Do you know the words?
Kwang,
Don't-
kwang,
Know the chord. Oh,
the chorus.
no.
Please let him sing. Let him
Sing
sing.
it.
Let's
sing
go.
the chorus.
Hodari, Hodari.
Katoto hodari. Oh, Jimani, you're
okay.
Jamaican name. Akina Conscience. and
Taking it
Cecile.
away.
Hey, Chris Martin.
Hodari, Hodari.
Oh, daddy, what
Watoto hodari.
Yo, I love that song.
Hodari wa mapenzi.
I don't know what that
That's
is.
the title of the podcast.
Hodari wa mapenzi. Jimani hodari wa mapenzi.
How are you the
Do you
bongo
spin
killer
it?
and that's the one one.
From Bongo Killer to Bongo King.
Yo, that song is fire, bro.
Yeah, that one gets you,
man.
but
No, come on.
Well,
yo, it's true. It's
That
true.
song fire.
It is fire.
Now for you, I mean, I
For
love
you,
it for
yeah.
you, bro. I
For
love
you.
it for you.
If that's what you want, bro, we are good with it. If that's what you've
Same,
decided,
you
bro,
were
we
just
support
like-
you 100%. Safe
Now
space.
I was into the Cinderella era, Kina Makmuga, Vaileti,
Right.
you know, Kina
Matonya.
Matonya, you know, the songs that they were doing. That was the era of Bongo that I fell in love with.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, so I have a few other, maybe couple favorites, new Bongo, but other than that, maybe not in the car. Maybe unaweza sikiza ukirudi mtaani manze, but
it's not in the car.
not in the car, man.
Yo, I feel like the
Yeah.
car is so sacred though. Like the things you play
Even
in the car.
I feel like Ashley is too smart about it. You know
Even-
why?
yeah.
Ashley doesn't have to worry about the pressure of playing the best music or music that you'll vibe to. Because the moment you get into Ashley's car, she's like, "You wanna play the music?
I literally give
Connect
it
your
away.
Bluetooth."
But
I
it-
literally.
it's also a gift and a curse because for us, when we go to places and guys realize what we do, they're like,
Oh my
you
God.
guys select music. And I'm like, no, my producer does that. But anyway, guys think we select the songs that are on air on
But that's how
radio.
it's supposed to feel on radio.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean?
So
Yeah.
on that, you're just like, okay, let's select that. It's our turn. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Oh man, the
Yo,
pressure.
but driving down with my mom, I was playing some hardcore Kendrick and J. Cole. And GODM came on.
Hey,
and
yo.
it was, you know how
Hey.
it's just like, get off my dick? My mom turned and she was, and I'm just like, get off my. Then I was like, oh
Where?
shit.
But your mom's cool.
Can
My
you
mom
ca-
looked at me and she
Yeah.
was just like, you know, you can play this when I'm not here. I said,
Wow.
it's
I bet you were singing it back in the
Yeah.
house.
In the house.
Yeah.
Now contrast
Your
that
mom
with
is too
Hodari.
cool.
Wow.
I should have probably been playing some Hodari.
In the
What
car,
does Hodari actually mean?
it's like
Hodari
top
is
of the
like,
top. Like,
champion.
I'm the best.
Oh,
Yeah.
Like,
okay.
Yeah,
like-
Hodari
So
wa
you're the best in
Mapenzi.
the
I'm the
love
best at
game.
love. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Master.
Ah.
Like a bedroom bully.
Yeah, like a bedroom bully.
Mimi Hodari kitandani.
Bedroom
So
bully.
yeah,
I love how
something
you like
that.
related that to
Music is a language.
for sure. Oh yes.
Singing your heart out.
What's
What's that one unlikely song you found yourself bleeding? Because for me, it has to be Someone Like You by Adele. I had no business and I have no business loving that song the way I love it. That song goes off, bro. I don't care about my vocals anymore. Out the window. My dignity out the window.
Can I admit? And this is
These are my confessions.
These are my confessions, right? Adele song that I used to disrespect on the radio. Hello. I actually like it.
The love was in form of it.
Now for
Something
me,
like that,
I'm
I
usually so happy there are usually reggae covers done to them. Because
Yeah,
now
'cause Elaine did a cover.
yeah, because I'm usually there like, oh, it's Elaine who did Hello. Or Adele who? So for me, I'm usually, do it the Jamaican way. So yeah.
Yeah. You really like Jamaican
I'm
music.
still,
generally.
bucket list still. Me and Jimani in Jamaica just touring the yard. You know, that
Come
has to be
on.
there. One time, yeah. Now
I'm getting back to Jamaica as a tourist, bro. I ain't getting back as a man. I want to see
man,
Jamaica.
you have to show us the little
No,
spots. Like, here's where Bob Marley.
But this is what I'm saying.
Twag
Like,
IG money.
like, no. Like the Bob Marley's yard, all that. I'll take you guys there. But the rest of that shit, I don't want to have anything to do with hardcore Jamaica. And
okay.
I tell people, I just want the beaches,
The good life.
the good life, the touristy shit.
The Jamaican
Amen
one.
to that.
You like the Jamaican one?
means
The
sand.
beaches.
The beaches.
Sands and seas.
And I
Yo,
want
gee.
the aesthetic. I
Let me
don't want-
ask you this. There's a video I usually see on TikTok of the girl dems. They go to Jamaica. There's like a river that you usually put on like a small craft boat, a massage.
It's called the Rio Grande.
Yeah, hey, that place looks weak.
And then maybe you
ladies are
can
usually massage-
maybe you
Hey,
can tell us more
Ashley.
about this culture. But also on TikTok, I found out that I don't know whether it's Jamaica per se, but maybe even
The islands
Barbados,
thing,
the
yeah.
islands, Yo, the babes, they go out at night, man. The following day, they have hickeys everywhere,
Oh, yeah.
and they
I
had the
saw
best
that.
sex of their lives the night before. We're going for that.
Not even the best sex. Like, it's not sex. It's like encounters, like best makeout sessions. The whole body has marks. 'cause
You don't know
they've been
about this,
eaten up.
G?
I
Are
don't
we
think
informing
Jimani
you?
wants to represent Jamaica.
This is the wrong podcast.
I beg your pardon.
Pardon? Who did what?
And I'm seeing babes have that on their bucket list.
They have hickeys.
No, like they have the whole experience, like, and they
So
say
break-
once in your life, even probably before you settle down or even get married, make a point of visiting this place because it's life changing, bro.
But is it a particular place in Jamaica? Because that sounds like hedonism.
They're just keeping this information,
No,
bro.
no. There's a hotel called hedonism.
Oh.
I don't. I
that's the
wouldn't
thing.
know.
But
I
I
wouldn't
thought it was
know.
just like old white freaks who went there. I don't know. I've never been there, but
But we're seeing the things that are being done to women there.
you need to send me some videos. on
I'll
TikTok.
send you
Send it
some,
to
bro.
you.
I'll send
Yo,
it.
I saw that too, and I was
Jamaica's
just like, God damn.
Jamaica's the most righteous place on earth.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
Righteous.
Don't do
True.
those
Sorry,
things.
what?
I love
Listen, I'm trying to go to Jamaica just for that, not for the sex. Just for
Ashley, be honest.
I mean,
the
honestly,
hickeys in the morning.
Jamaica's a vibe, and if you go there and you've planned your trip, and like you can easily go to see the culture in terms of the music and stuff.
Yeah.
Even Jamaica went through the same thing with the noise. It was called the noise abatement. So basically, they had the same thing with all of these bars. Big heavy sound systems, and a few years ago it was a big thing in Jamaica because they were saying, why are you closing, because Jamaica dancehall is not just a music, it's a culture, it's a place.
Yeah.
So it's where the sound systems are, and the police
Yeah.
were going there and locking off the sound systems at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I mean, when I was growing up, like from where I lived, literally on a Saturday I could sit on my veranda and listen to
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Different
the
types
clubs,
of
the clubs. Like there was one club, very famous club. It was called House of Leo back in the day, and that's where all of the big sound systems and all the artists. So literally, I remember on Saturday nights, I could sit on my balcony, on my veranda. It wasn't a balcony, and then and hear you can hear Beanie Man, he's there, or you can hear, and you're just there, and you're hearing it click because it's like this, these big megawatt sound systems, Do you know what I mean?
It's like sitting in the middle of Electric Avenue back in the day.
Right,
Like different clubs, different things going on.
And it's crazy how the scene has changed, because I was on This Is Reels or whatever the other day, and an interview popped up with Richie Stephens. Now Richie Stephens, he's a reggae artist. I'm trying to think of some songs that you might not know, that you might know. But anyway, he was out back in the day, and I remember there's a night I went to an event, and he turned up, and he just recorded a new song, and he gave the song to the selector, the DJ who was playing,
Selector.
and he played it, and it mashed up the dance, right? And he was recounting that experience on the reel, and I was like, wow, I was actually there that night.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that was how dancehall was. Like, it was really all of these. The reason why a lot of Jamaican artists are so really good on stage is because of the culture. The culture was, you have like your bar next door, for example, or you have your wherever, and then let's say you have a sound system or a DJ playing in there. Your MC comes in, he takes the microphone, you play the instrumental, he kills it, the crowd go mad, and then you move on. And that's how the whole dancehall culture evolved.
Okay.
So that's why these artists, like, you see, like people like Beanie Man, I say to anybody, like, if you ever get a chance to see Beanie Man, Elephant Man, or any of that, even Mr. Vegas, Buju, those guys perform, their performances are so much different than, say, a Cranium or a New Guy. You get me? Because those guys are steeped in the whole dancehall culture, you know?
Okay.
So yeah, but Jamaica's vibes.
Are there any other places, like, out of all of us, you've traveled a lot. Are there any other places that are on like a bucket list? You're like, hey, up and all of us also, you can mention somewhere that is at the top of your bucket list, somewhere where you're like, yo, me must
Gotta go.
visit.
I said it to my brother the other day. I can't believe that I've never been to Barbados. You know,
Really?
no, I've never been to Barbados. My cousins are there.
Yeah,
No.
I'll talk to Rihanna.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Rihanna, I need to
No,
WhatsApp her. She opens that
I
thing.
actually really want to go to Barbados. Shout out to DJ Puffy, because it's such a small country.
Yeah.
And traditionally, even the quality of life in Barbados is better than many other Caribbean islands. In fact, at some point, their currency is actually quite strong compared to the other guys, you know.
Okay.
It's always seemed Barbados always feels to me like a well-run Caribbean country. You know what I'm trying to say? And with the new president, she plays no games.
Yeah.
Motley, I don't know what her name is. She's a real deal.
Yeah.
So I'd love to go to Barbados, man. Barbados, Brazil.
Yeah, Brazil for sure.
Brazil.
Ashley, where is it?
I
Where are
think
some
like a
places that you'd like to go?
Bali and Samoa.
Yes.
Bali and some. I don't know
Bali
why.
as well.
Wait, is Bali in the
Samoa,
place
we
where
know
they
why,
banned
Ashley.
sex?
Yes.
Yes.
So no. Wouldn't you want nah?
Yeah, me too,
Are we
bro. I
only
was
going to
like-
these places to vibe? Ama tunaenda
No,
pia
because
ku-
also like if you read about or you see them on like videos or people who
Yeah,
have
beautiful.
actually
Vibes.
gone and like planned that trip properly and experienced the cultures as well, the hidden
Yeah,
gems.
no, it's key.
Like
no.
it's
Yeah, we have
beautiful.
to.
Listen, I don't gotta have sex for the 5 days I'm there.
In Bali.
in those
Or
waters.
we can go to the AG real quick.
Yeah, we just get married
Real
here.
quick.
Yeah. True. Okay. So okay, I like
Yeah.
that. Andy, Wagwan.
Hey, Amsterdam.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. yeah.
Of course.
Yo, France, but in the summer. I have this thing that I don't want to do, like chase the sun around the world. Like
that's dope.
wherever it goes, I want to
Yeah.
just chase the summers.
Yeah.
So yeah, that went Spain, bro.
Oh.
Spain
I want to
Well,
go
Yeah.
Spain.
The cultures, Barcelona.
It's crazy you mentioned those three things. Amsterdam is my absolute favorite place
Of course.
in Europe.
Of course it is.
My favorite city. Paris in the summer, you're
Yeah.
right.
Beautiful.
It's next level.
Beautiful.
And I only went to Spain for the first time. As a matter of fact, Spain, that was the first time I went there in August when I went to Ibiza. And that's actually the first time in the longest time I've been on a vacation.
Felt like one.
You know, like we've traveled the world, but you've always been busy.
Yeah.
So I think, yay to more vacations, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fill
man.
the chat
Oh,
up
yes.
with places you wanna go,
Yeah,
man.
definitely.
Manifest it,
Amen.
man, to yourself.
Manifest it, man.
yeah, put it out
What
there.
about you?
Many
Jamaica.
places, of course. Yeah, Jamaica was on top of the list.
Why
But yeah,
not we?
hey, lazima, man. Can you imagine being in the dance in
Yo.
Jamaica and saying, "In the dance"? Yo, you gotta do some of these things, man. It's all about actualizing them in your
Yes.
mind, you know. And I don't know. We have time still. Yeah, there was a conversation I came across online. I don't know. I just want us to shed a bit of light as creatives. Is it hard being or working towards a relationship at the same time building your, like, let's say, brand? Like, let's say all of us here are brands. Is it advisable if I was maybe to go into a relationship and start building that? Because it could get a bit...
What do you
maybe
mean?
this...
In terms of like a public relationship? Or
No, not a public. Hey, public
What do you
never.
mean? A relationship is
No,
a
Like out in
personal
the public.
relationship.
No,
Yeah.
you know, like he said, as a creative. So
Yeah, you know, as creatives-
we're YouTube creatives. We all know, like, you can know this person is with that
I
person.
was with
that
this person. Nah, it's like a low-key
A
kind
low-key,
of thing.
okay.
Yeah, your own kind of personal space. And at the same time, you have your own thing going on. We have the podcast, we have YouTube, we have radio, and we have all these things. Is that some sort of like distraction away from what you're actually trying to build? Because let's say if you're someone who is out, okay, let's say you're not a creative, you're a banker or you work somewhere else that is not in the entertainment space. If you're trying to build yourself to be the best professional ever, is being in a relationship as per
That's a
se,
valid question.
is it like going to make you stay away? Because you need time to build a good relationship. You need to invest
Yeah.
time and sweat
Yeah.
and blood and tears and
Well,
know.
I don't think it stifles creativity. I mean,
Okay.
one of my favorite artists right now is
Vibes
Ruga.
Cartel?
Oh boy, we know. You saw the red flags, baby, but you ignored the red flag.
Yo, Ruga spits it out for real. Like, that
Yeah.
song is facts.
Yeah.
I'm a superstar on every woman's hit list or whatever he says.
You know.
Now, the thing about it is, on a serious note, I get that, but also I think that being in a relationship provides you with the break from always, because you know, as a creative, your brain doesn't switch off.
Yeah.
Fam, like, end of the day, I can be, like, yesterday, in the middle of the afternoon, I stumbled across this YouTube channel and I shared it with Austin, with Byron, with Grouchy, with Kevin. And it started a whole conversation about their production techniques, what they're doing, this, what we can steal from them, what we would do differently, what not steal, you know, because nothing's new under the sun,
Yeah.
but borrow from them in terms of production. And fam, like, I got to bed last night and then I started thinking. It became like, okay, I need to buy those lights. I need to do this. Now we're gonna repaint Grouchy's studio. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. And I'm like, when do you actually switch off? Because as a creative, it's
Constant.
really hard. It's really hard because I don't know about you guys, but most of when I have ideas, they come at the most random times.
Yep.
Word.
You know what I mean? So I
Yep.
think maybe if you have something else to immerse yourself in.
Yeah, like for me, I was telling Andy this conversation, like, for me as a creative, where I'm at, I feel as if I could still turn it up a notch. More notches, you understand?
Yeah.
Andy, stop it. But yeah, you feel as if there's more levels you could get to. You understand? So I was telling Andy, I feel as if next year, if I'm trying to continue adding meat into my brand, I can't be focusing on starting to, build on other things because they might come into the way of that building.
I get that, but here's the thing now. Would you prefer to be with someone who's been with you through the struggle, or someone who's now interested in you because of what you've become? Because I've seen so many creatives in this space, and even I always reference Michael Dapper. He had one of his things, and he was like, yo, the hardest, he just wishes he was with a chick from the struggle days, because now he's so paranoid about what is the intent.
Yeah.
But even more than that, where the conversation, the direction that the conversation took was interesting, cause as much as say how Neville is feeling like, I'm nowhere near ready to, start dating or something of the sort. And allow me to pause on that, put a pin to that. I don't know if you guys have checked out the Meghan and the Prince's documentary on Netflix.
Yes. I haven't seen it yet, but
Yeah, I've started on it. But something interesting I picked up was when Meg was planning to go on her vacay, she's set her mind on, this is my time to just be by myself. I'm not getting into any relationships, any situationships, blah, 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 blah. Then as she's going for one of her trips with her girlfriends, one of her friends tells her, leave a little room for miracles to happen.
Okay.
Right? And it so happened that was the trip where she got that introduction to the prince.
Right.
It was actually a blind date.
A blind date.
Yeah.
So you're saying my miracle is ahead. Thank you, Pastor Andy.
To say, cause I'm also on the same tip. Like, I don't feel like I'm ready to get into any relationship right now.
Yeah.
But it can happen because someone might come tomorrow and completely change your mind. Because you see, Nev, it doesn't have to feel like work. The relationship doesn't have to feel like, damn, I need to start building this. If you get the right person, bro, you're even going to go like, you know what? I'm even glad you're on my team.
Yeah.
You're with me right now as I'm working on this, because things are going so well. Things are working out so well. We're complementing each other. Whatever she's doing, whatever I'm doing, we are building our lives together, and it's working out perfectly.
That's the fairy tale. Oh, okay,
May I
fine.
add on? Okay, so I
Possible.
see it in two ways. So firstly, yes, it can be a distraction. It can be a major distraction, mainly if someone doesn't understand where you're coming from, understand what your actual vision is for your future. So yes, I understand that you are not trying to put energy towards that, but then you can get someone who will actually help you actualize those dreams or those agendas you have, or that future that you're seeing. She'll help you actually bring things in line and manage you
But
in some
also,
extent.
I have a question for Neville.
Fairy tale.
It
I
will-
have
not
a question for you.
necessarily, because if you find it, and that's the thing, it just comes.
All
That's
this.
what she said. But, no, I have a question for you, Nev, right?
Yeah.
You don't want a shoddy, right?
Hey guys, you guys are going away from this. Anyway,
No, wait.
Y'all are focusing on other things. But
I'm going somewhere with it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, talk to
you
me,
don't
talk
want
to
a
me.
shoddy right now, Cindy.
Yeah.
Then why are you stressing about getting one?
I've not. That's
No,
what I've
the-
said.
the-
My main aim is building on myself.
brand.
You understand? Because
Yes.
I don't know if you might not feel it, or people sometimes don't feel, but sometimes you feel as if you're not at the level you need to be.
Yeah.
There's still more room up there where you could get to.
Then
You understand?
at that point, if you're not ready for someone, then you can't worry about them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My main aim, you have moved the goalpost. My main aim is not even the relationship. My main aim, my question is, will that be a distraction if I'm trying to become, the best of the best? Because to become the best of the best in a less fairy tale world is not easy.
Can I mention something as well?
Okay.
You will become the best of the best, but when you get there, you want to be the best of the best of the best. Then the best of the best of the best of the
Okay,
best.
hao ni watu wengine.
No, am I wrong?
Nah, nah.
No,
You'll
that's true.
always aim for something higher. Wait, then you'll always feel, okay, then I'm not ready for this yet. To get there, I don't want this distraction again. By the time you know it, you're
40.
Yeah.
I feel as
there's
if
nothing wrong with it, honestly speaking.
I get that perception, and I've heard about that same theory all the time. When you get to the top, you're like, yo, I want some more. But I feel as if the way I've been brought up, I'm a different kind of guy. Like I was telling Andy the same way. Like when me and my momsy bought the car, like I feel as if I'm in heaven when I'm in that car.
Yeah.
It's not the top of the line, the best of the best that you can show off. But when I'm in that car, I feel like the way you feel when you're in your luxury car. You understand? Because I'm content in that way.
You're content,
so in my space, I feel as if I'm talking about myself.
Okay.
When I get to the top, I will be content. I'll be like, okay, done the work.
Okay.
Let me pull back now and focus on ABCD. So for me, there's no that one of grabbing
But
still at the
there's
top.
two things. I mean, end of the day, it's
Yeah.
like there's power in being contented.
Yeah.
There's great power because most people in life are not contented in the things that they have. So there's great power in you having the insight into your own personality to say that I'm contented. But conversely, or maybe even, I think that both things you and Andy are saying are both right at the same time.
Okay. Yeah.
Because, and I was talking about the song.
Yes.
There's a song that I love. It's by a group called Profile, R&B. It's R&B. It's R&B. And the first, and this song is probably 15, 20 years old, right? And I've never forgotten the lines. The lines, it goes, I woke up this morning for work about 5:06. Nothing seemed unusual, just another day the same. I never even gave 1 second thought about it, that this could be the one day that changed my life. And it goes, it was like out of a movie, so unusual. This one particular girl, she passed my way. She was so beautiful. Like she walked right out of a dream. And right then and there, I knew I had to have her for my queen. And then the chorus is, she's so fine, blah, blah, blah. Great song, by the way. Production-wise, is amazing. It's by a group called Profile, so fine, right? Okay. The point is, woke up this morning, nothing seemed unusual. I went out there. I did not choose this day to fall in love.
Regular day.
I did not. I was going to work to do my show, to argue with the group controller, to leave the building as early as I can. I walked into the car park. Bam!
I found
there
her.
she was. So the thing is, you can pursue your want for excellence and to get to the top and whatever.
Yeah.
But just know, like Andy said, that life can throw you that curveball where all of a sudden you meet someone and it's just like, wow.
Yeah.
And then once that happens, then your not priorities, because that's what you're running from, your change of priorities. But you'll find that you'll find balance that you've never had before.
Yeah.
Because you won't know the balance it brings until you've experienced it, you know?
Yeah.
Sense of harmony.
So just do your thing and just trust that the way how the world works and the way how God works is that at the right time, at the moment, at your highest elevation, then the right thing will happen, you know?
Facts.
Hata
Nice.
kikuja utakata. Utasema no, not now.
The best
I'm
thing
building
ni-
my future.
The best thing ukiwa soko mtu akiekelea dipo unaingia very fast.
Oh, wow.
Quick fast unaingia the other side. Una keep it
Wow.
moving but okay, that was a good one. At least mmenipatia tu insight hapo. Yeah.
Listen, do we have any open mics or are we
Yes, I think we have one or two, but you can plug the lockdown as I open this
The
up.
lockdown.
Okay, who's on the lockdown?
Wow.
Huh?
Don't
So
even say that. No, you don't get to that. We call ground to ask you. Like, fam,
Listen, well, you're at it. Buy our bottles, buy our merchandise. See,
we can't
hoodies,
we can't believe
bottles.
like this. You know, Grouchy's gonna answer the phone like,
Oh, oops.
yo,
JT and 11 Yaks.
huh?
Yeah?
Who's on the lockdown?
JT the drone
He knew.
And
and Levin.
Levin, Sabos.
He legit knew.
My
He just
man,
went
no.
straight into
Yeah.
it.
My man, no.
He knows the timing. He's seen the timing.
Let me tell you.
Kuniuliza ile maneno yenu, si ndio?
So Grouchy always answers the phone like,
That's true.
you know what it reminds me of? My grandmother. So let me tell you, like, so if let's say like I was doing something right as a kid and like I answer my grandmother like, my grandmother said like, hey, me and you sleeping in the same bed last night.
Hey, you'll never say it again after that.
Exactly. He's like, Anyway, gratitude on the wake up call. Of course, on Saturday morning, 9:15, man. All right, boom.
A couple of things. Maybe 3 things. One, should we just have like a one-time agreement, a social norm and written rule that if someone makes an excuse not to go to a party, don't give them solutions?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Like if I'm inviting you to a party and you're like, man, I have to do this, and then I'm like, no, you can do this later. I have a guy who can do this and this for you.
Or I'm not solid right now. I don't have a ride. And you go like, I'll pick you up. Don't worry about it. No.
No, that one is different, actually.
No.
That one can be
Unless
different.
Pick me now.
Unless I ask you, do you want to pick me? That's a different conversation.
No, like for
Or
example.
we say, I haven't eaten yet.
Oh yeah, now you see those ones are different, but
Yeah.
the ones you're trying intentionally not to go to,
Yes.
and someone is giving you solutions to everything. Like, can we
Fam,
just agree?
I can't wait. I can't wait till you guys get to the age where when someone says, let's do this, and you just say,
No.
Wow, that
When was the last time you
so
said
fun.
no straight to the face?
Wow.
G? When was the last time you said no straight to the face just like that?
No.
To get out of such a situation? When was the last time you
Wow.
did that?
Hey, to be honest, damn, my file of excuses is big.
No, like, I don't feel like doing it. Like for me, listen, if I say that I don't want to do something or go to a party, I've thought about it. It's like today's Dennis Ombachi's birthday. Happy birthday, Dennis.
Happy birthday,
And
Dennis.
Happy birthday.
he's ringing my phone. He's like, "Where I'm recording the podcast." That's not an excuse. I mean,
Now you know, sir.
I'm just not
Now you
going.
know.
Okay.
But for me, like, and that's, I think you guys also know, like, if I say, let me see,
She's not showing
that's
up on
it.
that one.
Just
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
expect
Yeah.
me there.
I'll call you back. Let me
Let me let you
that
know.
one is
I'll
not
let you
calling me
know.
back.
If
Yeah.
I tell you that, just know I'm not gonna show up.
Yeah,
Then
so-
I'll text you and be like, nah, it's not happening today.
Also, one I've been told for us gents, whenever a lady is presenting a problem to you, like she'll be like, yo, in the office, guys are so blah 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 blah. As a gent, when you hear this, the first thing you're gonna say is offer a solution
Yeah.
to the problem. I mean, like, yo, avoid these people, all this. So
You
They
guys
just
offer
want a
solutions?
bitch.
Yo,
Yeah, but
bro.
it's like, no,
yeah, like.
go
Like like us guys are always offering solutions. Like
Wow,
if you
wow.
come to me with kuja kwangu, it's
that's
true.
actually.
I mean, I'm going
a
to be
really-
dramatic with you, man.
It's actually a really interesting because I'm going through something right now where I'm in a position where a lot of people come to me with their issues, and a lot of the times I don't have, like, my default setting is solution. How can I help? But I'm at a point now where it's happening so much, where sometimes I literally just be like, wow, or like, Poleg, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
sorry.
Yeah.
You know
Sorry, sorry that you're having to go through this.
yeah.
Like, I'm offering zero solutions. I'm just like
Affirmation words.
yeah, and I feel bad because I know I'm doing it intentionally,
But-
I know for my own peace of mind.
Yeah.
We don't want
I
to get
can't
into it.
I don't want to get into it.
And that's the thing. Like every time I'm trying to ask someone for something or advice or whatever,
Yeah.
I ask, do you have the capacity? Like that's so
Yes.
important. And also, if someone is ranting to you about something, usually I just go like, do you want advice or do you want to just bitch about it? Like which one? Be
I like that.
specific. Yeah.
Also, I've learned that when you give advice, people mostly do the opposite.
Yeah,
So,
Especially if it's relationship stuff.
especially if it's relation. Why did you
Tell them to
why
go
are
the
we here in
opposite
the
way.
first-
We should try that. We should be like, continue dating them. Yeah.
reverse psychology.
Something
Them.
happened. So even this week, there was a case of where a friend of mine, she called me and she had the phone on loudspeaker, and there was something that we discussed, or hadn't really discussed. Something she had said to me, and then she put me on loudspeaker while she made a call, and she asked me about the conversation we just had. But the person, she was with someone. And it was just to almost prove to the other person
What
That
you're
you actually
saying.
had this
Conversation
discussion.
that
that we had this discussion. And I was like, yo, like, what the fuck is that? Like, that is that's some
Set
crazy
up.
shit. You know
That's
what I'm trying to
crossing
say?
boundaries.
So I think at the end of the day nowadays, when I hear people with their shit, I'm like, sorry, I'm sorry you're going through that. Now, before
Love
we
and
go,
light.
we're about to go.
Oh, we're about to go. Damn.
We're about
Okay.
to go.
Andy?
I know you-
Are we done?
no,
Okay.
forget Andy.
Oh no!
Ash.
He's asking about this open mic question.
No, forget,
I know.
forget,
This is what I
forget.
told you about before.
Forget open mic.
We forget everything. Okay.
Drop phones.
Drop
Yeah.
everything.
Ashley, the floor is yours.
Let's go there.
Let me tell you guys.
Whenever, sir.
We're not done yet.
Y'all have not recorded?
Oh,
I
you
bet.
wanna
Wait,
wait, no, now you've spoiled it.
Austin.
wait. Do it. It's okay.
Austin.
Okay, sour.
No, here I still don't know what's going on.
No. We'll talk about it on the one episode.
Yes.
But now we can't. It's backwards. All right. So if you're watching this, you see, this is what I'm trying to say to you.
Go listen to the
All
minute.
right. If you're watching this, go back and listen to the one episode. My name is G Money.
Ashley.
Neville.
And young.
That's the
Adios.
most backward podcast.
I know, right?
Please.
So
Hodari.
whenever so is when we're meant to tell someone.
Podcast Hodari.